Hello basketball coaches and basketball players, my name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training, and today I'm going to show you, or at least talk to you, about how many inbounds plays that you can run with your team. So hello everyone, my name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training, and on this channel, normally I show you basketball plays, drills, and skills. So if you like that stuff, hit that like button and subscribe. But anyways, I seen a question on Reddit where somebody was asking, hey, how many inbounds plays should a high school basketball team have? Baseline inbounds and sideline inbounds. And that got me thinking I should probably make a video on that topic, because obviously a lot of coaches want to know how many plays should they really be running in a game. So I always like to say at the younger age group, so like let's say grade 5 or grade 4 and under, you might want to be running 2, maybe 3 inbounds plays for the sideline and baseline. And personally, at that age group, I would have the exact same inbounds for both the baseline and the sideline. Now, the reason for that is because at the younger age groups, they can't remember 10, 15, 20 different plays. They want to remember only 2 or 3, and that makes it easy if you can run the same baseline inbounds as you do on the sideline. So here's a very simple play that you could run that works for both the sideline and the baseline. So this is a box inbounds. This can be run on the sideline or baseline. And basically the players on the side of the ball, they will go and set a screen across to those 2 players. And those 2 players will then cut across the key, or if this is along the sideline, basically they would be screening and then running towards the sideline. Now, at this time, player 2 here will go a little bit wider. So now he is out there, and this will be the same for this player who's going this way. So as we've seen on this side, they're screening across. He's popping out. He's popping out here. Now let's say player 4 had the ball as well. These guys have already screened across over on the baseline. Player 5 is open here, hopefully, for a layup. Player 2 is open here so that you can set up a play. Now, same here. You might have wanted to have player 1 here, but whatever. Player 4 can then inbound the ball to either player 3 or player 5 who's farther away. Now, any of the closer passes here, you want these to be bounce passes, because you don't want a chest pass to be too hard and for it to bounce off the player, which would be funny but not good. Also, you want it to be a bounce pass because if there is a player who's playing still really tight, a bounce pass will be able to get that ball low enough so that the defender should not be able to steal it. While the pass that's farther away, you want that to be a hard chest pass. So that's an example of a very simple baseline inbounds play that also works along the sideline. Now, most baseline inbounds will work along the sideline as well, but they have different purposes. So along the sideline, usually at the younger age group, you just want to get the ball inbounded so that you can set up your offense. While at the older age group, you could just have a very simple inbounds and already have your offense set up, or you can run it into an offense as well. Now, going from grade 6 to grade 8, personally, I still run 2 or 3 inbounds plays. However, the difference here is that they can be different plays. So you can have different set plays for the baseline and different set plays for the sideline. A lot of coaches that I've seen, and I have even done this myself, is along the baseline, box inbounds, along the sideline, straight line inbounds. So line inbounds, let me show you what I mean. So along the sideline here, we have the red team. And what I would do here is, obviously we have the box inbounds for the baseline and a line for the sideline. This is where player 1 can pop here, player 3 can pop here. Player 5 could then set a screen for player 2, and player 2 could then cut towards the sideline where he could get that ball inbounded. So now you have 3 options here who may be open. Meanwhile, along the baseline, we would be running 2 or 3 different types of plays as well. So we can have 2 or 3 plays here and 2 or 3 plays here that are totally different. Now, at the high school level, you can run many different kinds of plays. Personally, at the high school level, depending on the level of what they're actually at, so if they're elite players, you might want to be running 4 or 5 different set plays along the sideline and baseline. And if they're not elite players, you could be doing the same thing as you would be with the grade 7s and 8s, which I just showed you. Now, let me just show you a quick, simple inbounds that you can run at the high school level that will run into your offense. So we have the red team inbounding the ball. We have the defense playing here. And if this is a man-to-man defense, all you really need to have is player 1 to pop. He can get the ball inbounded. Or the other option is when he's popping, if he doesn't have that ball, let's say he's not open, he's popped all the way to the sideline, he's just going to continue to run until he hits about a foot or two before the sideline. We want now, at the same time as he's running this way, player 5 going to set a screen for player 3. Player 3 can then use that screen and pop out, and this can be a pass to player 3 who can then roll towards the rim and get a shot, or pass out for a 3-point shot, or maybe even set up the offense. However, as you may have noticed, this looks very similar to a Horns offense. That's because it is. If player 1 was to get the ball, player 4 can run inbounds, and now we're already in the Horns offense for you to run. So that is a very simple play that you can run yourself. So my camera has died, ran out of space, so I hope that everyone has a fantastic day. I hope that this video has helped you as a coach or maybe even as a player, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow for another daily basketball video.